YouTube. What's up, baby? So, this video is about authority. Authority. What? D-Raj talking about authority? He ain't talking about getting his own authority. He's just gonna talk about authority, right? It's a little bit of this and that. Have I thought about getting my own authority? Yes. But, like, okay. I'm all about getting in where you fit in, right? Okay? And as of right now, June 11th, 2018, Stevens Transport is where I fit in. Okay? Stevens Transport is where I fit in. And again, I understand what my owner-operators and my friends that's been driving for umpteenth years, I understand, man, you need to get out of there. Blah, 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 blah. Right? Hey, man, what you're doing is amazing. But, and actually, this is from my boy trucker named Leo, man. He sent me a text talking about, you know, authority, and, you know, everybody's talking about they want to go get their authority and this and that. And, you know, which is cool. You know, go do your thing, baby. You know, but with me, when I think of an authority, okay, hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay. Don't worry about my truck number. That's my truck number, 32518. That's what it used to be. Then I went ahead and lease purchased the truck. But y'all already know my truck number. But okay. This is what I'm looking at authority. Now, I know some of y'all gonna call me lazy, gonna call me I'm a dumb business person. Call me what you want. That is okay with me, okay? Whatever. But when I think of authority, I think of extra work. I'm not for that right now, okay? And people, man, it's easy, man. You just blah, 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 blah. This is my video. Shh. Okay? I'm all for getting your own authority, okay? Now look, listen. The top echelon, I'm trying to get my vocabulary up, okay? But, okay, Stevens Transport, Swift, and Knight, Abilene, all together. Crete, RST, all the big companies, okay? That is the top of the food chain, okay? All these owner-operator guys that own one truck, maybe two, you can talk what you want about these mega carriers. They did what you did 1,000,000 times better. Okay, they go, well, I'm making $1,000 a mile on one load. Yeah, but they're making $1 billion. Okay, so let's not talk trash about the mega carriers, because they're doing what everybody else wants to do 1,000,000 times better. Okay, but that's not what the video is about. It's about authority. So when I think of authority, I think about all the extra work that I have to do. Don't worry about back there, okay? I had to take some stuff from up top, so I don't know what it looked like back there. But I don't want y'all to. It's kind of. I just put my food over there. But when I think of an authority, I just think about the extra work. So what I had told my mans is, so you know, you want to get your own authority, huh? You do? Okay, cool. So tell me what needs to go in your permit book. And he was like, what you mean? Tell me the things that you need to put in your permit book. And he didn't know. He didn't know. So one of the things, okay, now it doesn't take a lot to, okay, you just need to go and look up what you need and permits and blah, blah, blah. But, hold on, let me get this. Independent contractor versus employee. Look it up. Excuse me. But look at all this stuff right here. Okay, you got that. Maybe I don't need to be okay. I don't, you know, but you got. Hold on, let me turn the pages. We got the registration, insurance, IFTA, permit info, 53-foot trailer info, California hazmat, Colorado hazmat, Ohio, Indiana liquor, Kentucky. Like, it's a lot of permits, man. What do you know to put in here, B? Okay, federal hazmat. What is that? Truck inventory. That's don't worry about that. Operation authority. That's what we're talking about, ain't it? Okay. Accident stuff. Drug test stuff. Vehicle inspection stuff. Whatever that stuff is, stuff. Map stuff. Like, you know, it's not a lot, but this got to be up to date. Okay. And there are some beautiful young ladies that work in central clearance who know this like the back of their hand. Okay. And when you drive for a mega carrier, like, okay, I guess I'm talking bad about myself, but I look in this sometimes, but to really know what goes all in here, I don't know. Okay. Now, when they ask for stuff, you know, you go to DOT and all that, I can find it. Don't get it twisted. You know, I know the basic stuff. But to know it back, you know, all this stuff and getting it on time and making sure everything is up to date. Are you about that life? I'm certainly not. Okay, I'd rather come to the yard and say, here you go, ma'am. And she go, this don't need to be in there. This is outdated. Okay, you need to put this here. I'd rather do that. It's a lot easier for me. And then when it comes to IFTA, okay, trying to figure out how many miles I done went in this state, that state, how many taxes I paid in that state, then they cancel out, and then it's not hard, but I don't want to do that right now. I don't. That's just me. So are you ready to do that? Are you ready to have to do all, like, again, it's not, we're not gonna say it's not hard, it's not easy, but it's time consuming. Okay, so when you have your own authority, are you gonna be driving? So now you got to do all this paperwork at the same time that you're driving. And I'm sure, okay, yes, when you got your own authority, you know, you're getting percentage. You don't have to run 3,000 miles a week, so you might have time to go home and do this stuff. But what if a couple of weeks in a row, you know, you get some good loads that got you running, and you fall behind on your paperwork? What then? You know, that, and then, you know, now everything is on you. Okay? Me, again, it's just talking about me, nobody else. For me at Stevens Transport, now it's not many times that I'm about to be late on the load. Okay? But if something comes up and the load is running behind, I get on this Qualcomm right here. Okay? And I go boop, 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 boop. And they go, and I'm like, oh, okay. Somebody come get this trailer. Okay. I don't, when it comes, again, I've worked jobs where I had to do a lot of work. Okay. Here at Stevens Transport, oh, and not just Stevens Transport, but I'm a person, I like to prevent stuff. That's me. So being a trainer, it is not for everybody, but it is challenging. But see, what I'm about to say, people are going to say, with you saying that, we can say the same about you and your authority. So go ahead and say it. So I like to prevent stuff. So I like to meet my students. I like to do an interview and then see what type, make sure we mesh, to make sure that it's going to be a mesh. So that the training experience for this student will not be tough, or it won't be too many conflicts. You know what I'm saying? So by me saying that, people say, well, if you get your own authority, if you keep that same mentality, you should be good. Yes. But right now, all I got to do is drive, man. Okay? Drive and learn the business, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm learning the business. It's a lot of stuff that goes into authority that I ain't even touched on in my research yet. So that right there lets me know that it's not for me. And again, people, when they come to Stevens and then they leave, you do get spoiled, okay? Because it's that mega carrier safety net type of stuff, okay? And all I'm saying is, before you jump out there to get your own authority, man, just make sure, like, before you just watch videos, try to talk to someone who has their authority. I know a guy who is, he's at Stevens Transport now, and he'll tell you straight up, hey, you can have that authority. You can, hey, here, look, take all this authority stuff right here. You can have it. I don't want it, okay? And it's all in your experience. It's all in your experience, because he says that, but you have people like my man Ghost to tell you, you know, he enjoys his authority, but he's the business kind of guy, you know. Now, if he could make the same money and not have to do all that stuff, I'm sure he would do it, okay? But it's all in the people's experience, because it's another guy, it's a bunch of guys that's been here for a long time, and they'll tell you, hey man, not once did I think about having my authority. Now, that's what they want, okay? Again, what I want is not to worry about that right now. When I get to, I want to be in a certain space. When I jump out there to get my authority, I want to be in that space, okay? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. If and when I ever do decide to get my own authority, I don't see myself leaving Stevens Transport, okay? Again, the relationship I have with the people in the building, other drivers, the amount of money we can make with what we're doing. Because again, don't get it twisted, man, okay? There's some solo drivers that's making some pretty good money, okay? Now, they are owner-operators, okay? But they've been here for a while, which that's in any place you go. Because even if, say, you got your CDL and you was to get your authority as soon as you got your CDL, the amount of money you make that first year won't even compare to the amount of money you made in year 5, okay? So it's always a learning curve wherever you go. So again, with being a Stevens Transport driver, that first year is not going to be perfect, because you're learning the business, okay? So with the authority, man, with me, I don't want that hassle right now. That's what it, when I hear authority, my face go like this, because I hear hassle. Hassle. That's what I hear, okay? And people, man, you just a lazy mofo. Yes, I am. Yeah, when it comes to authority, okay, when they say run these miles, you know, yeah, mile chasing, this and that, I am a mile chaser. Even with percentage, I will be chasing miles. Now, of course, you got to be strategic, okay? But I'm used to running 6,000 miles. Again, and you know, people gonna say what they want to say. You know what this truck is made to do? Run. Okay? Let's run then. Okay? So, but anyway, we talk about authorities, okay? But my view on authority, and okay, people are gonna say it's the dumbest view in the world, and they have the right to say that because they have their own authority. Because, you know, Stevens Transport, they wouldn't think like I'm thinking. They was like, let me get my own authority, get some trucks, lease them, put people in them, run it. Now we got 2,000 trucks. Okay, thank you, Stevens Transport. I'm glad you thought that, because without you, man, this is my award from Stevens Transport, man. Without you, it would be no me, okay? I'm just joking, okay? It would always be a me, because I'm a beast out here in these streets. Don't get it twisted. But I got to give credit where credit is due, man. Stevens Transport has molded me to what I am today as a truck driver, okay? And I can't say nothing bad about them. So But with authority right now, man, authority is in the future, but it's, you know, you got to set your priorities. Okay, we got priority 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and the authority is not in the top 3. Okay, it's not in the top 3. So, you know, when we get there, we'll cross that road. You know, like I said, I don't even know if I want to. You know, so I'm just thinking of hassle. But yeah, that's just my take on authority, man. Not saying there's nothing wrong with it. If that's your plan, do your research and have a plan and do what you have to do, man, and do it. And let me know how it go. I may come drive for you one day. You know what I'm saying? Stevens Transport, watch out, because whoever gonna get their authority, I might. Nah. It's gonna take a lot to get me to leave this company, man. You know, I just don't see it right now. I really don't. And I'm happy where I'm at. I'm comfortable. And you know, people will say, well, you gotta get out your comfort zone. That's a quote that works for you at that time. Okay? So the quote that works for me right now is, I'm content. My wife says that word all the time. I'm very content where I am. And when you're content, man, you're in a good space. You're in a very good space. Now, I'm not saying we're not trying to grow, but we're growing at a content space or content. Somebody help me. You know what I'm saying. But that's what we're growing at, man. And we're living the life. Living the life, man. So I hope that helps. Trucker named Leo. You know, I just be talking. I know nothing that I'm talking about. Please know that. Okay, that is this disclaimer. I know nothing that I'm talking about. I'm not a licensed professional on trucking. I'm just a licensed truck driver. Oh! Guilty, I stole that for you, man. I'm not a licensed professional, but I am a truck license. I don't know. If you ain't about that life, better get out that truck. Hey, get healthy, guilty.